Have you decided how you kind of plan to divide the team for Saturday scrimmage yet, or is that going to be something you kind of focus on later in the week?
No, we're going to go offense versus defense.
Gotcha. Okay. Will you primarily go ones-on-ones, or do you kind of like to mix things up and try out a few different scenarios out there?
I was planning on going ones-on-ones, twos-on-twos for the majority of it. I know some people like going ones versus twos, twos versus ones. But this is about having a good football practice at the core, and the highest level of competition, I think, is what will give us the best moving forward. And hopefully it's a good show. We hope it's enjoyable and all that. People like watching our team play. But we it's only practice 12 for us on Saturday, so we still got to get some good work in. Or 13, be 13, sorry.
You traditionally like to have a two or three practices on the back end after the scrimmage to kind of tune some things up. I know Coach Leach kind of did the same thing where we always had the one practice after. Has always kind of been something that you try to do, is have a few practices to
no, but it is something that since Coach Leach did it, it was, I guess, guys around here have done it. Talked to him about why he did it. And I didn't really want to drag it too much longer, so we can get two good ones in after. I don't know if we'll do it next year, but it is something we kind of went in giving it a shot.
I think we're talking to Terrell Harrison a bit. How would you kind of characterize his 2020 season? A lot of production despite only having 4 games. And do you think there's still more ways you can use him out of the backfield?
I think he's going to be better. I think he's going to be better. I think the one thing that stands out about Terrell, I was thinking about that today, is how durable he is, how trustworthy he is as far as when it's time to compete. He's not afraid to be the guy who wants the ball on the big stage in the big moment. I think that's a wonderful quality to have on your football team. And I think he's even been better this spring. I think there's a maturity level, not that he was very focused and determined ever since I arrived, but there's a real calming effect with him now. I think the comfortability in the offense, I think his voice carries more weight when he speaks now. He's always been an enthusiastic participant of this football team. But he's really he seems to me like he's on a mission, and he's in the team continuity. What can I do better? What can we do better? He's very engaged in the meetings. He's a joy to coach. He really is. A lot of these guys are, but I'm sure you'll enjoy talking to him. I feel like a better person when I'm around Terrell. So.
Does it kind of challenge you as a coach to think out of the box in order to find more ways to use a guy like that who needs, somebody touches a game in order for you guys to be as explosive and productive as you probably want to be?
I think one thing, and this maybe came up Saturday, is we got to make sure him and Renard, are involved early in the game, because I think good things happen when they do get involved early. Some people may take the slots away a little more, and we got to get the ball to their outside guys or the running backs. But finding ways, not throughout the game so much, but getting them involved in the game early, I think, is going to be something we look at how to do that. But I think we have a lot of ways to get on the ball already.
Do you see some similarities between Terrell and Lincoln Victor as far as how you can use both of those guys and kind of their skill sets?
Yeah, Lincoln, has a lot of ball handling in his history, playing quarterback. Terrell has had, a lot of running back in his history. I think Terrell, we can use him. We go back to how we used John Ursua at Hawaii. I think we did find some ways to get him different looks and kind of threaten the defense from different spots and in different ways.
I had kind of a non-football one for you. Have you had a chance to discuss the verdict of the George Floyd murder trial with the team yet today? Obviously, a lot of teams are kind of releasing statements. A lot of players have thoughts, and I think USC actually even postponed their practice to kind of discuss that and racial injustices and whatnot.
Well, I think we were, like most people, on pins and needles early this afternoon. We were prepared to do whatever we need to do for our team and how they're feeling. I pulled the leadership committee aside. I had caught word that the verdict was probably coming down early this week. So I pulled them after the scrimmage. And I said, I need you guys to, this is coming down. However it happens, I just need communication I want you to watch out for the rest of the team, look and see if anybody needs to speak to anybody or is feeling any kind of way. And as we get to that moment, we can talk about how we want to move forward. So I think they did some real thinking on Sunday, and Monday there wasn't, obviously it didn't come out Monday. So I've truly appreciated the engagement and the responsibility that's been taken by the leadership committee in not only building this team, but also the care they have for this team top to bottom and how people are feeling. So this was probably 3 or 4 days in the works, and Coach Coop's been good sounding board. We've had great discussions about it, how to handle it, bunch of coaches, but we kind of addressed it Saturday after scrimmage and continuously kind of had that thought going on early into this week.
Did you get a sense of how the team responded to the verdict today? I believe it was only maybe an hour less than that before you guys probably started practicing, and kind of what the emotions around the team were, if there were any.
Not a lot of specifics, to be honest.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Any other questions for Coach? Zach, anything else that you might have missed?
Yeah, Coach, I actually was going to ask you what Jayden Dolores' timeline is sort of moving forward from here.
He's still suspended.
And continuing working with the strength staff?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks, Coach.
You're welcome.
All right, nothing else. Thank you, everyone. We'll be right back with the player.
Thank you.